Good morning, Mindcrack.
Good morning, Mindcrack.
Good morning, Mindcrack.
It is the 5th day of June 2012. I have over with me Mike.
The guy in the hat, also known as Numbers.
And Alex.
The producer of Facepalms and All Derps.
Yes, hopefully you can hear them well. They are here with me. We did our E3 commentary all day long. I'm recording this at 10:42 at night on the 4th, technically, so...
Yes.
We're getting ready to go to sleep for the evening since the Nintendo conference starts in the morning. But we thought we'd get down to some good
words.
Today's image is from Lost Blue Moon STD. Is it STD? That's. Oh, let me check my list. Oh, it's just ST. Why did I
go on?
I'm sorry. Captain Crunch is what they're eating. So. I hope you enjoy your Captain Crunch. I'll sacrifice Lapis, but this isn't Challenge Mindcrack, so no Lapis for you.
Your Lapis is safe, MC.
That's for today. So, the E3 conferences were today, at least the... Okay. Well, that is...
That looks interesting.
I guess I'll just keep going. The first little bit of rounds of E3 conference for today. Tomorrow is going to be only Nintendo. But today we saw Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, and Sony. And we're going to share our opinions on those. Well, I guess we'll start off right off with Microsoft, which happened in the morning. So, what do you think of the conference from Microsoft, Alex? Mike didn't see that one, so I'll be talking mostly to Alex.
Something tells me that was a godsend, though. I was reading Directional Pad's tweets, and I was laughing a lot.
Microsoft didn't do too well this year, in my opinion.
In your opinion, and don't you mean inside the internet's opinion?
Most of the free world's opinion, yes. They focused too much on things that weren't necessary.
Where's the games?
Exactly, yeah. Like they talked about their partnership with
you have a habit of
Internet Explorer, and which is.
Well, it's not really a partnership with Internet Explorer. I mean, they with like Bing and their Internet Explorer, it's kind of like, I think they know it makes most of us cringe because we know that Bing and Internet Explorer are like the two worst options for a web browser and search engine that you could possibly choose.
What about Yahoo Mail?
But they kind of have to support it because it is theirs.
Yahoo Mail?
We're not talking about Yahoo Mail right now. And they had Usher. They had Usher there. They had a concert inside the middle of their conference.
Of money. It was. It was to promote Dance Central 3.
Yeah, and like inside the third fourth of it, they actually did start putting like the game on screen behind it, but they weren't actually playing it. It was just like footage of the screen behind Usher singing, and it was just weird, and there was no need for that. And it's like I feel bad for the people who pay Microsoft money to do these conferences because it's kind of like, oh, well, I guess you can do that instead of announcing blockbuster games that we were paying you to support.
I think what they
perhaps like
what they were probably trying to do is try to follow Nintendo in their
pursuit for being available to all audiences and realizing that Nintendo does it best because they don't try to shove it down our throats. They just casually put it out there.
That and Nintendo did put on the orchestra thing, which was amazing, by the way. The one.
I mean, Usher compared to orchestra.
Yeah, orchestra wins. Tough choice, MC. Tough choice. Oh my.
Okay, let's move on from Microsoft. We can pretty much decide that they were probably the worst conference of the day. Later on was EA. Mike did show up in time for that one.
Yay!
And one of the big things that caught our eye was SimCity.
Yes, SimCity.
They announced like a SimCity social, like.
Hey, MC, do you want to be my neighboring city in the SimCity social thing?
No. So, the Facebook version will look decent, but the big thing, the actual big, Sim City, it looked amazing. Like,
it did.
Like, I mean, it looked very fluid, and the simulation on it, like with the people moving, was very interesting. And
Finer details.
Like a city.
It looked like yeah, and it's like I've never been like a huge fan of simulation games. Like, I mean, I played like a few sim games in my past, but I've never like really gotten into one. And so when I see this, it actually makes me really genuinely interested in trying it out. So they've accomplished their task for that.
Yeah, good job.
Other than that, they also showed off one title that caught Alex's interest in particular, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Alex, do you want to rant about that?
Well, I loved the original for PlayStation 2. It's by far my favorite Need for Speed. Most favorite is how does talk? Most favorite Need for Speed so far, and with this new release, with the better graphics, the new developer, it looks amazing. Compared to the old version, they took all the best elements, improved them, added new ones, and updated the whole thing as a whole, and I'm really excited for it.
I mean, I've never been like a racing game fan, but I mean, just watching that, I can see where you come from. Like, that this looks like a really quality game, like with the cops chasing after you. And like the one thing I noticed, and I think I commented about during the actual stream, was the cars were going so fast.
So it's realistic. I mean, it's street racing with souped up.
It's not very, even though in racing games, it's not very often that they actually do move that fast, because watching that, it's like they're moving faster than normal racing games.
Well, if you're hitting 180, 190
yeah, I know, but it's like,
city street,
just watching that made me be like, how in the world am I supposed to be able to pay attention to where I'm going?
I know. I mean, when you have the control in your hands, I'm sure it's different, but for me at least, I was like, wow, that is so
like,
cool.
It's like watching somebody play audio surf.
Exactly. You're just like, I can't do that. But if you actually got your controller and
when you're actually playing the game, it takes a while to get used to. I mean, like watching myself play, I'm just like, oh god, I have to pay attention. If I make one more move, I'm screwed. Like I can't twitch or else I'll crash. It's that kind of like white knuckle thing for me, which I love.
White knuckle?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that term.
White knuckle, white knuckle racing or white knuckle movements where you're squeezing something like the steering wheel so hard that it's like turning your knuckles white because of lack of blood.
Okay.
It's that intense.
Makes perfect sense.
Well, that does sound intense, Alex. You keep going with your white knuckle universe. I don't know what you're.
I can't believe you've never heard of that.
Okay, let's move on. Ubisoft was next, and frankly, I've always thought of Ubisoft as a really weird company. Last time they had Mr. Caffeine on their show, which was a huge, scary ordeal, and nobody liked their conference, from what I understood. It was just really weird, and it was in some ways the jokes were insulting. This time, they kept up with their tradition of being Ubisoft weird with their host, but I mean.
More like hostess,
but she was nicer. And Tobuscus was co-hosting.
Yeah.
And frankly, I had to say, I wish Tobuscus hosted the entire thing, because, like...
She got kind of annoying.
She got really annoying really quick.
I think she tried too hard.
She started out really nice. Like, I mean, I was like, oh, well, Mrs. Caffeine is a good person. and then I quickly realized, as she went on...
Something about girlwood.
That was awkward in itself. And she's ripping on Toby.
So I mean, what is this Fraps like? I tell you, man, I gotta find the source of that. If anybody knows what could be possibly causing that, help me out, friends. But yeah, I mean, Ubisoft's conference was weird, but what I said was, Ubisoft is the most weird, demented developer I've ever seen.
Look at Uncharted 3.
But
or was it
Far Cry.
Oh, Far Cry 3. I'm sorry.
But that's what makes them so awesome.
Yeah.
Like Michael Ansel, I believe his name is, the guy who made hey gold. The Rayman series. He's amazing. I actually have Rayman on here. They showed a whole bunch of Wii U support. We haven't heard about any really specific Wii U games until the conference from Ubisoft, and
they seem very enthusiastic.
Oh yeah.
Wii U's capable of.
They got Rayman, and they have a zombie game coming exclusively to it called Zombie U.
I'm really really excited about it.
The name's corny. Oh, the name's really corny.
The name is corny, but I love zombies.
And it looked really good.
You can't go wrong with a zombie game.
Wasn't that the one with like God Save the Queen playing?
Yeah.
It was like weird as heck.
That's Ubisoft.
I mean, it was definitely Ubisoft there. Oh man, more of this crap. Oh, I've been here. Ooh. I got diamonds. I should probably head back since we're almost near the end of the episode. But yeah, I do think that with the Rayman Legends, which look fantastic by the way, that we're starting to see a little bit of the Wii U already before the Nintendo conference, and it looks really fantastic. Like Assassin's Creed is another thing that I've written down here. Seeing that game and thinking that is going to be on a Nintendo platform is something that we haven't been able to envision as Nintendo gamers in a long time. Like the most cutting edge graphics are going to actually be on a Nintendo system. And so for me at least, I know that when I saw it, I was just like, wow.
I was trying not
Wii
to cry the whole time during Assassin's
You were
Creed.
hugging the magazine, just going like.
He was a little
whole
schoolgirl,
time.
just like when he ate Ghost Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah.
When your face turned into a pickle. Anyway, Watch Dogs also was at the Ubisoft conference. It was this weird thing about taking control of the entire city, and
none of us could really figure out what exactly
it was, but we loved it. Oh yeah, we all were like, I want to know more.
Cool.
There's no word on what systems it's coming out for. It looked like he was using a 360 controller, but that might just be for the development version. And I really hope that does come to the Wii U. I mean, the Wii U could handle it, no problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm very interested about that as well.
I must say, Reddit is blowing up about Watch Dogs. They love it.
Yeah, we by the way, we need to do. Thank you, Captain Reddit. We need to hurry up with this. We're running out of time. We're just adding encoding time before I can go to sleep. Let's see. Sony conference was last today, and one thing that we really wanted to talk about was Beyond Two Souls, which looked it was from the creators of Heavy Rain, when the emotions in these characters were out of the world. It was just looking into a slightly lower quality reality. But I mean, it was amazing. I was stunned, and wow,
yeah,
look at all that diamond. I'm just really excited to see that game be fleshed out a little bit more, and find out what it is. A lot of games that we saw during today's conferences were I love it.
What is it?
What is it? I want it. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
What is it?
I'll just pop another one in there. Ooh. Happy birthday. So, and the other thing that got us really piqued our interest during it was The Last of Us. I mean, I had heard about The Last of Us before, and I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. But when I saw it today in action and saw the relationship between the main character and the girl character, it was very awesome to see how she reacted. She picked up a brick.
She picked up a brick
and
threw it at a guy in the face.
I mean, it has the most realistic violence. I mean, any video game you watch, you always see that really unrealistic violence. The
whole time we were like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
We
everything.
Cringing because we could
Molotov in the guy's face.
We could
It was
in a
awesome.
weird way we could feel it.
I really want that game.
It looks amazing.
I think I accidentally reset my counter, but I think we just finished up our topics. So everybody, we're going to be live streaming again starting at 11 a.m. I'll put the link inside the description. We're going to watch the Nintendo conference, the one that I personally have been waiting for this entire time. We're going to see the new Wii U console, 3DS titles, maybe some Star Fox, F-Zero, maybe the Mother series. Probably not. I can wish, but
It's worth a shot.
So feel free to hop over there. We might start the stream even earlier than that, just chill and play some video games. I'm not
There are
really sure.
always people in the chat room, so you can talk to people.
Yeah, so just pop on over. It's gonna be a great time.
We want to see you there.
But thanks Alex and Mike for commentating with me tonight, because otherwise I probably wouldn't make it. You probably would have walked off into bedtime, and I was been here whispering into my microphone as not to wake you. So.
It's before midnight. I'm gonna be up.
Oh God, I want to sleep. All right, guys. Speaking of sleeping, good morning, Mindcrack.
Good morning, Mindcrack.
And good evening, morning, Mindcrack.
Good morning, Mindcrack.
All right, that's not how this outro. Shh.
But I had to do my radio.